Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Kpsn. For the first time this year, we would like to congratulate our King Philip Warriors of the Month. These are the athletes being recognized by our KP coaches for their extraordinary efforts. Let's get to the September awards. The Girls Warrior of the Month is senior volleyball captain Stella Bailey, an all-star setter for the team. Stella recently stepped into a new offense and has been running it flawlessly, setting up her hitters very well. Their coach claims she takes control of the offense and has a great read on the court, as well as a very high volleyball IQ. She's also described as a highly competitive athlete who dedicates herself to the sport and strives to improve every day.
Ever since I was a freshman, I was always one of my little secret goals that I had, so I think it's so great that I was finally able to accomplish it. I think it's great considering the hard work that I put in. I think it's really important to have a positive mindset, especially when we are facing harder teams. I think it's important to always push my teammates, and I really love being a leader. I think my mentality going into the games is just to have pure and complete confidence in myself and my teammates. I think that we all put in a lot of hard work, so there is no reason for us not to be completely confident. I think it's great being on top of the leaderboards because that helps me be more confident in the way I play, and I really just do try to practice complete confidence because the better you play, the more confident you play, the better you do. Especially with volleyball, I think it's really just a mindset game more than like a physical game. Obviously, it's probably 50-50, but that 50% of mentality is really important.
She has led this team to an undefeated season so far, and the volleyball team hopes to continue this mission tonight at home against their biggest rival, the Franklin Panthers. Both teams are undefeated this season, and it is going to be a very exciting matchup.
I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be a great game. We're excited to see people on the other team that we probably say are our opponents, our enemies, if you will. Although we do love them and appreciate them for their hard work that they put in, I do think that we are very much evenly matched, so I think it's really a mindset game and it should be pretty fun.
On the boys' side, we have a tie for this month's award. Our golf team's senior captain Mike Matheson and fourth-year starter Pat Reardon have been equally instrumental to the golf team's success this year. With a current record of 10-0, this team is looking well positioned to win the Kelly Rex. In each of the first 8 matches, either Mike or Pat have been the medalist for the team and key contributors to the team's victories. Currently, Mike leads the squad with the lowest overall average of 37.3, followed closely by Pat with a 38.3 average. Both have stepped up when the team has needed them most.
This season the golf team is looking really good. So far we're 10-0. We just finished up a match against Sharon, now a division match. We beat them 154 to 163. So that was a good win. But Warrior of the Month is a big thing for me. It's a true honor. I mean, everything Coach does for us, I know he puts in good letters for us, and he does everything right for us. So big thanks to him. But it's not a one-man thing, it's a whole team effort. So, and golf's one of those sports where it's weird to make a team sport. You gotta have everyone together, but also be within yourself out there and put up a good score.
Mikey came up huge with back-to-back 35s at Franklin Country Club, followed by their away match at Stoughton, and then came up with a clutch 36 to help propel the team past Mansfield for the first time in 3 years. Mikey also recently broke the team's scoring record in their home match against Foxborough last Friday. He came in with an astonishing round of 5 under par 31, something no opposing team can recover from.
Yeah, like Mikey said, golf is an individual sport, but you're playing as a team. You got to keep it together. You can't let yourself go out in the course. The team's not going to play well. Fortunately, I've been playing well enough to be in a few medalist spots, playing really well. I've had a couple under par rounds, a couple that I'm not too happy about. But as a team, we're playing great, and I'm playing some of the best golf I have. Mikey is too. It's a great golf team we have going this year.
Pat was the difference in beating a very good Attleboro team, scoring a season-low 34, and then followed it up with a pair of 38s in the Franklin matches, followed by a 39 in the Mansfield match. Both of these student athletes are at the top of the HOCKOWOCK with their scoring averages and will be returning League All-Stars this year. Congratulations to all 3 Warriors of the Month. Your contributions have made a big impact on the success of your teams this year, and you will have a lot to be proud of. And now we'd like to recognize another standout athlete. The undefeated KP girls volleyball team has been incredibly impressive so far this season, and they've been led by one of the best players in the state. Emily Sawyer leads all KP hitters and recently set a new career high of 16 kills in 1 game last week. Emily is a key factor to the domination that the KP front hitters impose on their opponents. Sawyer's kill percentage ranks among the highest in the state, and her success has not gone unnoticed as she was named the HOCKOWOCK Player of the Week.
I feel honored to be Hawk Player of the Week this week, and I'm very proud of the way that me and the team have been working so hard, and I'm really excited to see what the rest of the season will look like. We try to expect the unexpected going into each game, and we have a really strong back row with Sam as our libero giving perfect passes to our setters, which leads to a kill in the front row.
Today, the two best teams in the Hawk will go head-to-head, and you can bet that Sawyer's presence will be felt by the Franklin Panthers.
Right now, we are 11-0, and we're preparing really hard during practice for Franklin, and we're running a lot, we're working our hardest, and I'm really excited to see how the game goes.
The cross-country team faced off against Franklin this week, a top competitor in their league and their last home match of the season. It was a special occasion as both the Warriors teams honored their seniors.
I'm Cassidy Mulally. And I'm Meg Sherwood.
What are your experiences with KPXC?
I really enjoyed it the past 4 years. One of my favorite meets that we do is Twilight.
Yeah, I've had a really fun time with KPXC. I've met a lot of great people and it's been a really fun time.
How's this season been going for you guys?
It's been going great so far. We've won 3 of our meets and we've lost 1, but we're hoping to win our last one and then hopefully do well at Hawks.
Yeah, we've done really well this season. Definitely made some really big improvements and everyone's improving each race, which is really great to see.
Do you have any goals for this year and have you met or starting to achieve those goals?
We're looking to have one of our best records that we have in a while, and we're hoping to do well at Hawks and place high.
It was a back-and-forth battle for our KP football team. It was a true testament of power and mental tenacity on the field. Rolling into an away game is no easy task, especially against an offensive-minded team like Taunton. However, our Warrior football team attacked this challenge from the start as they stole the show from the Tigers. Junior Will Estorino found himself in the end zone for 2 early scores, while senior quarterback Charlie Grant complemented his stellar performance with 1 rushing touchdown of his own. Junior Rudy Gately was also a dominant force, rushing the ball and moving the chains on numerous occasions for KP. With the game on the line, however, it was junior Matt Kelly who put the finishing touches as he made his 3rd field goal of a remarkable 12-point night.
It was a pretty good game. Team battled, came out in the second half. We were ready. Good week of preparation and paid off.
Yeah, had a great game plan going into this game. Executed very well in the first half. You know, the first 3 weeks haven't been playing good in the second half. Knew we had to come out strong and execute again in the second half and win it. And we did that at the end of the 4th quarter. Rough, 3rd quarter is a little rough, but great team win for us.
That wasn't our best game of the season. You know, we just got to work on it. We got to work on finishing games. We got to be tougher. We were letting up way too many deep passes on defense. We got to keep it up though. Good win.
The boys are now 3-1 on the season and hope to bring the positive momentum with them as they face off against Attleboro tonight at 7 o'clock on their home turf. This was also a rivalry week for the field hockey team. They take on Franklin this afternoon, and both teams are neck and neck at the top of the Hawk. This game will be an instant classic today as the girls look to challenge Franklin's undefeated status. Coming off the strong week behind their stellar defensive play, the team feels well prepared for what could be their toughest contest of the season. The girls' soccer team took a tough loss to Oliver Ames on Monday, losing the game 2-1. They had a second half lead against the Tigers, but ended up giving away a pair of goals in the final 20 minutes. The team is sitting in a three-way tie for first place in the Hawk with Franklin and Mansfield. El Pasani leads the team in goals while Morgan Cunningham leads the team in assists. The girls have a tough schedule ahead as they fight for their top place in the Hawk. Folks, the Yankees are done. After a long roller coaster of a season, the Boston Red Sox have pushed their way into the playoffs, knocking out the Yankees in a one-game do-or-die face-off. The Red Sox scored first and never looked back in their 6-2 victory over the Yankees. In many ways, this was symbolic of the Red Sox season. They came out of nowhere, and even after a dismal second half, they kept themselves in contention for the playoffs. We talked to some KP students who were lucky enough to witness this sweet victory.
Yeah, the crowd was booming yesterday. Nasty Nate was on the mound. I knew the Sox were winning the whole time. Jenner Bogarts went deep in the first inning, had me pretty pumped up. I was sitting in the right field box at the way top. It was a great game.
Atmosphere in Fenway was unbelievable, absolutely unmatched. I don't think we lose a home game at Fenway throughout the playoffs.
The Red Sox had a bad second half, so going into this game it was kind of worrisome. I didn't know if they were the same team, but they came out and they pitched well, they scored runs. The atmosphere was great. It's going to be great all playoffs long if they can make a run. I think they have a chance at Tampa.
The Sox are now embroiled in a 5-game series with a very tough Tampa Bay Rays opponent. They will be in Tampa for a 7 o'clock start tonight. Let's go Red Sox! We have a great weekend of sports ahead of us. Make sure you get out there and watch some King Philip teams in action, as they're all making a strong push to stay high in the standings in the Hawk. That's all for this week. We will see you back here next week.